that one of that last slides that Roger had put up had the photo on the corner. Does anybody recall what it just said?
Inspired.
What does it say about inspiring?
To be inspired is great to inspire.
That's right. To be inspired is great, right? But to inspire is incredible. And that's one of the things that I guess was the major reason why I left what I was doing, why I left the corporate world, because there was no inspiration there. There was nothing really that I was doing other than getting people online and helping another company to make $1 bazillion and really not getting any recognition from that. And that was when things started changing 10 years ago, right? It all started changing when I started realizing that life was more than just that. Life was more about inspiring others. And that's one of the reasons why my wife and I would call our clinic Inspired Life Health Center. Because that's what it's about. It's not just about motivation. Motivation, I always say motivation fizzles, but inspiration sizzles. That's what inspiration does. Inspiration is something, it's in spirit. It's not just an action, which is motivation. And that's why when we found and came across Purium, about a little bit over a year and a few months ago, it changed everything. Because not only did I see a personal change to myself, I lost a whole whopping 6 pounds. Woo! Right? I lost this sympathy gut, the daddy gut. Right? My wife had 2 kids. I looked like I had some, but I lost that. And it happened on day 6, I'd lost that. And my wife, she changed. Her body changed after 2 children. She's got this amazing body that's just like, holy cow, right? And she's happy with that. And so we just started inspiring others to do that. And what I'm here to tell you about is the aspect of the health professional side. There's a whole new world that some people haven't really investigated, and I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to start balancing your teams out with not only individuals from friends, family, new people that you're meeting on the street, at shows, and things like that, and calling up old people that you haven't heard from in several years potentially. But start talking to your chiropractors, your nutritionists, your naturopathic doctors, your medical doctors, your energy workers, all of these different people who literally, if you ask any one of them, a lot of them actually used to work in the corporate side. And what they ended up doing was realizing the exact same thing that I realized was, wow, there's just got to be more. And so I'm going to encourage you to start to talk to each and every one of those, because there are so many benefits for them. Because I'll tell you this right now, the majority of the nutritionists that I work with and that I've known and that I've also taught and coached, they all left some sort of a job. And the key reason why is because they wanted to help. That was the reason why. And I would get even deeper into why do you want to help? Were people knocking down your door saying, quit your job, become a nutritionist, quit your job, become a naturopath? No, nobody was doing that. But really the reason why they became or got into that profession was because it made them feel good. It made them feel happy. And that's why I think we're all in this room, correct? Because not only are we looking to change our lives, but we're looking to change other people's. Like, put up your hand if that's the one reason why you're doing this. Right? 99+% of the room. The other ones are just, I guess their arms are too tired from applause. But that's the one reason why we do this. So one thing that I want to do to start writing down, if you've got some notepads and things like that, but there's 5 R's. And Dave's got a wonderful, wonderful audio in the back office in the Purium page. But there's 5 R's, which are the 5 benefits to health professionals when they join with Purium. The first one is results. The one reason why we are in the health profession is because we are looking to take a client from here to there, from where they are currently to this goal of being healthy, happy, stronger, without the symptoms. And so Purium, in our experience, literally put over 320 people through this program in 13 months. And of those 300 people, I'm not promising any results for anybody, but of those 300 people, we've had 4 people who didn't complete the program. That's what, 98 to 99%. And of the rest of the people that actually finished the program, they all had positive results. Like literally 100% across the board. They all had remarkable results. And that's what the people are looking for. So if you talk to your health professional connections, ask them, what kind of compliance rate do you have on your protocols? Your 30-day, your 60-day, and your 90-day protocols. There's some health professionals in here that may say 1 in 4 are compliant, 1 in 2 are compliant, 3 out of 4 are compliant. That was kind of where I was at with my clients. A little bit of massaging here and there, but pretty much it was a super high compliance rate. With this program, we're seeing 90+% compliance. Because this is the program, and these are my words, these are the program that has literally provided these people with that magic solution. It's provided the client with that little blue pill that they're looking for. Instead, it's not a little blue pill, it's a bunch of green powder in a canister, right? And what they're getting from it is they're getting the literally immediate results. Within several days, they will see some positive results happening in their body. And they're having this massive shift. Not just physically, but I'm recognizing and noticing that there's an emotional shift. And there's an energetic shift. And there's a consciousness. There's a new portal that's expanded and opened for these individuals. For them to realize that, oh my goodness, there is something more than just what I've been feeling. I never knew that I could be happy. I never knew that I could get to this level within such a short period of time. What's next? And they would follow and comply with the rest of their protocols. So this has been amazing. So the results, the first R, hands down, this program provides the results. The second R you're looking at is the referrals. When your clients are getting these amazing results, just like anybody here who's just started drinking their green shakes, when you're drinking out in public or work or in family events and things like that, what's the question that they ask you? Right. Well, have you ever heard of the 10-day celebrity transformation? Your clients will do the exact same thing. When they're drinking their shakes, all of a sudden their friends and their family will start noticing some shifts. So like, oh, your skin looks so much clearer, and like something looks different. What are you doing? And what is that thing you're drinking? They're going to start to talk about it. And guess what? Those clients will refer your services, your practice. So that's the second thing, is you will get a ton of referrals. I mean, my wife can confirm this. How much do we spend on advertising? Somewhere between here and here? Yeah. That's pretty much what we're doing. We created the materials one time, and everybody's just flourishing in. And every once in a while I'll send a broadcast email out. But that's it. People just continuously come in and saying, hey, my friend, my sister, my brother, my parents, my kid, they've done this program. I want to know more information. I'd love to do it. And that's what's happening with our practice. And I know that it's happening with other people's practices as well. So that's the second R. The third R, you're basically looking at retention. When your clients receive the results, they're going to retain their services with you as their practitioner. They will continue to come back to you because you were the person who literally gave them a whole new meaning on life. And they will continue to come back to you. Now, I'm not the kind of practitioner that says, well, hey, you can continue to come back to me and see me every week. No, you need to come back to me every 2-3 months, twice a year. Let's just do some quick checkups. Let's just do some tune-ups. Let's get you back on another cleanse. Because we know that humans are basically fallible beings. We will have a tendency to go back into this thing that we've been doing for the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So you want to tune them up every 6 months, minimum, every 6 months. And what I'm actually telling clients is, because they'll ask, it's like, well, how often should I do this? Every 3 months, every season, and that's it. And that's what a lot of people are doing. So the retention side is amazing with regards to this program in clinical practices. And the fourth R, this is the one reason why we trade our time for money, right? It's revenue. Our profits will increase. And while I don't focus with the Purium system and the Purium business itself, while I don't focus on the revenue piece and how much money I'm making, that is an important factor. You know what I mean? Like, we need to make that money to be able to further pursue our goals and our dreams of having this physical location, to be able to provide jobs for people, to be able to provide better and more improved services going forward into the future. So we need that revenue, and we also need to put food on our plates. Okay, so the revenue side, is fantastic. And I think, I'm not sure, who is in the Facebook group or who's on Facebook group or whatever, all of these different things, but the revenue for us in 12 months from August 1st to August 1st, 2013 to August 31st, 2014 was an increase in product revenue alone over $100,000. At a 40 to 45, sometimes even a 48% profit margin, that's pretty darn good, because that's on top of stuff. So it is very possible to be able to have a successful practice, whether you've already been established or whether you graduated a while ago and are still kind of testing the waters, or whether you're brand new and you're practicing. The system works. Follow the system, have faith in it, and it will work. Now the fifth R is something that I've been sharing with health professionals across the board, is that there is a stream that they can receive income from. And it's called, the fifth R, it's called residual. What does residual mean from a health professional's perspective? Well, they have the option of following the plan, following the compensation model, by referring their family, their friends, and their colleagues, other health professionals. This program that David and the team has created is unbelievable, because when you bring on another health professional onto the team and they start buying these products at their health professional discount and reselling it to their clients, guess what you would get? Alex, what would you get as a health professional? Sorry, as somebody who brings on a health professional. Do you know the percentage? 10%. You get 10% of their business volume. Can you imagine what that would mean? So if you've got 10 practitioners on your team that you brought into the company, and they're each doing, let's just say 1,000 BV. It's only 10 packages, 10 clients in a month. It's 1,000 BV. For you, each person, it's $100 a month. So if you bring in 10 health professionals, each doing 1,000 BV, that's $1,000 a month that you'd be making, like clockwork. And it just works. So we've got a bunch of health professionals on the team. They're all sitting right here. And that's what they're doing. They're building a team of health professionals. Now, a lot of people are going to start thinking in their head, oh my goodness, I'm going to build a huge team of health professionals and that's all I'm going to focus on. There's pros and cons to doing that, everybody, okay? You got to realize that health professionals are being, I'm going to use the word pitched all the time. They're being promoted and literally all this information is being stuffed down their throat from product manufacturers and other network marketing companies and so forth. So they will be very, very hesitant and probably will not even talk to you the first time. Okay, so what you've just got to do is you've got to figure out what their why is. You've got to figure out their personality type to be able to have the right words to speak to them. And you've got to let them know that this program works and it will help your clients. Because that's the most important thing for any health professional. It's to be able to make sure that their clients are being taken care of and they're not being cheated, swindled, or there wasn't an equal and valuable exchange, two-way exchange there, okay? So these are the things that you want to be able to share with your health professionals, and I know that everybody knows at least one. Who doesn't know a health professional? Put up your hand. Exactly. So thank you very much. If anybody has any questions about that further on, just get in touch with me and let me know.